Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So we're still in corrective mode. Yeah, that should be clear. So there is currently no evidence yet that the next move to the upside has really started. Just want to share with you the shorter time frame wave count and scenarios here on the Solana chart. Before we do that, maybe just zooming out a little bit and just covering the entire move from the 23rd of January low. My perspective is that a larger degree fourth wave bottomed on the 23rd of January. We're now in this larger degree fifth wave of an even larger third wave. So as soon as that is complete, there should be a more substantial correction, but probably not yet. I'd like to see that next move up in wave 5 of 3 complete first before a larger fourth wave correction after this third wave starts. Yeah. So still looking at higher. And the overall idea is that, yeah, we should see the price sort of get into the region between 225 and 268. Can always go a bit higher, you know, we will take it level by level with this structure because this is not clearly an impulse. So it more looks like a diagonal pattern. And with diagonals, we just have to be a bit more flexible. So I give you every step of the way the relevant support levels. At the moment, the main support area is here, between $131 and $175. The market already reacted to it on Wednesday. These are just 4 Fibonacci levels which are relevant for the current wave 4 pullback. The idea is that obviously this larger degree fifth wave consists of 5 waves. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 could be complete. This here as a wave 4 and then a wave 5. Looking at the proportions, it is possible that wave 4 is still unfolding. And then it might be worth watching for support at 157.22, 143.70 and 131.34. Even though I have to say that even in a diagonal pattern, I normally don't want the price to reach the $131 level, so the golden ratio level basically. Okay, so ideally we see a turnaround and reversal before the price breaks below the 50% Fibonacci at $143.70. That's just something to be very much aware of. I add the additional level though because and then I have to tell you just, you know, that I don't normally want it to go down that much because it would indicate weakness, but in a diagonal we have to accept that. It doesn't happen very often, a pullback to the golden ratio level in a wave 4 in a diagonal, but it can happen. And I don't want to be the person that tells you, okay, below the 50% Fib level, it's not going to work out. And then it just makes a wick below. And then, so it's basically a buffer area. So we have to consider the entire support zone for this wave 4. I mean, just technically speaking, from traditional Elliott wave education, you will learn that a wave 4 and a wave 1 basically have to overlap. That's not the case. Not in today's markets anymore, not in crypto anyway. They can, but actually most frequently we see diagonals which are not non-overlapping. Okay, non-overlapping diagonals, so happens very often. So it would be completely out of shape if that wave 4 came down and overlapped with wave 1. It would be completely, it would rather than turn into an ABC or something. So, but this assumption is valid as long as we're holding the $131.30 level. So that's the base case, and then from there we could get a fifth wave to the upside. At the moment, there is no strong evidence that wave 4 has bottomed. It is possible, and I actually start to prefer it, but it's getting challenged at the moment. So the idea is that wave 4 could have bottomed here. That was on Wednesday. And then the thing is, we only saw a 3-wave rally. So because of a 3-wave rally, probabilities are really, really balanced. It doesn't, had this been a 5-wave rally, and I gave you the microstructure and told you how it needs to look like, the market didn't show us the 5 waves, so only 3. That means the white subdivision is possible, that we reset wave 4 lower. It would actually look better in terms of overall proportions. You know, looking at the length of wave 2, looking at the length of wave 4. So we could test those 2 support levels that I mentioned in the previous update, in the previous update as well, but also just now. And it is possible as well, because we're dealing with an overall diagonal, that this wave 5 of 5 is already unfolding and wave 4 bottomed, and then it would be an A wave up in 3 waves, B wave down, and then C wave to the upside. Could even be that it's turning into a more complex ABC. Okay, and this is a larger A, B, C. So that's possible. That's just not clear at this stage. And, you know, when we're dealing with diagonal patterns, we just have to be a bit flexible. currently see a bit of a sell-off there. And what it tells us is if we see in this yellow count a sustained break below $169.40, it would start to indicate that we are in the white count. Okay, they are basically the same. It's the same scenario, just a different route the price can take. So this AB, in a B wave, normally we would not want to see a break below that 78.6 fib level. It seems like it might want to break it now, but then B waves can overshoot to the downside. So please be aware of that. Essentially, you have to consider the entire orange zone. There is no way to be more precise here on this chart unless you really want to say, okay, I'm setting a stop below this swing low here. Speculate that the C wave to the upside is starting. But then if you put a low below the 20th of March low, which is at $162 basically, well, guess what? It could just, in the C wave, hit the 157.22 level and then go. So therefore, it is so important to know about preferred and alternative scenarios in order to make a trading plan, because there's no point just trading this one scenario. You get stopped out and it rallies in the other one, okay? We always need to know both. And I think when we have support areas, one is an upper support area, one is a lower one or a larger one or offers lower support, we should normally consider the lower one because that's the entire risk that the chart presents basically. Essentially, whenever we only have a 3-wave move up, it doesn't give us very clear probabilities that we're already on the move to the upside. So that's sort of what I'm tracking right now. Yeah, these are the micro support levels and the main support area hasn't changed at all. It would take, minimally, I would say absolutely minimally, a break above yesterday's high. So that was here the yesterday's high was up there, the late Thursday high at $182 to indicate that wave C has started. At the moment, as you can see, wave B is either still unfolding or we are in wave C in white. So the downside pressure is high against that swing high that formed late yesterday. That needs to be taken out first, and we can explore if maybe the next move up has already started. That's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.